Hello, everybody. I'm heading to the Pink Floyd exhibit right here in Hollywood, California. Today's the first day of opening, and I'm very excited to go in. Apologies on my voice because I've been having a little roughness into my voice right now. But you know what? Let's get excited for it today. Oh, quick disclaimer. Before I go in, I'm not going to put any music from Pink Floyd to avoid any copyright issues. So overall, guys, enjoy the quietness or much sound you can hear on this video, so I do apologize on that. Overall, this is going to be a fun day today. Alright, thank you so much.
You're welcome. So they gave me this to listen what they're gonna say, so I won't be recording it here.
Okay, that's
Here it is, Sid Barrett, one of the original members of Pink Floyd. Fortunately, he has to depart because of his psychedelic issues with drug problems. So he was replaced by, I believe it was David Gilmour. It says it there. Yeah, it doesn't say he was replaced. He was good friends with David Gilmour, so that's what I can assume. Pompeii. Here it is, one of my favorite albums of all time. Money. They got animation cells from their music videos. Look, 21 for time. The storyboards, the illustrations, the animation cells. It reminds me of Yellow Submarine. This is going to be my next stop. Right there. Oh, the guitar? Yeah. There it is, The Wall. One of my favorite albums as well. It's the schoolmaster. Keeps beating up Pink Floyd. So many. The masks. The design, the music videos. I think those are the props from the movie. The neo-Nazi costume from the movie. This is so far my favorite part of the exhibit is the wall. Pig. There's Pink. I think that's the Panavision they filmed for the movie. Here's Pink's wife. And the artwork done here is by Gerald Scarfe, who worked on Disney's Hercules for Disney Animation after Pink Floyd's The Wall. Check out his work, it's worth it. Hits. Wow, looks like I'm on my own in this park. I think this is Pink Floyd's later years. Yeah, this is where Pink Floyd started to go downhill. At least what people say, but personally, I think Pink Floyd has done pretty well in the 90s. They haven't been as good, but they're close enough. Because they missed Launcher Waters, that's why. Their final years. Circling skies, tongue-tied, twisted, just an atmosphere. Honestly, this is one of their best songs. We are in the Division Bell. One of the last albums before they departed. They just straight up quit. Well, they did have their concerts here and there, but they didn't release a new album until 2014. At the time, I was graduated from high school. That album came out. Division Bell came out in 1994. And I thought this album was okay. Not perfect, but it's okay. Well, here it is, their latest album, back in 2014. After that, ever since, no new Pink Floyd albums. I never really listened to Endless River that much. I think I listened to the single track and that's it. that's it. This is Pink Floyd, the exhibit. Gotta say, this exhibit really took me back in time. Made me feel like I was in the 60s through the 90s. It's great. It's great. I love it. I love it. Check out the merchandise. Merchandising. They got it over here. Also, I got a bonus surprise today. You know what it is? That's right. I warn your brothers. It's Warner Brothers. Yeah, this is the first time coming to the studio. Never actually done it before, so this is very exciting to come in. Well, this is it. First ever tour with Warner Brothers. Oh my goodness. Those look really nice. My first ticket ever. Look, it's Bugs and Daffy. It's so cool. Currently at the gift shop right now. Look at all those comics they have from DC. They have any exclusive merch? A lot of DC products. It's pretty cool. We also got some Harry Potter franchise merchandise. And what else? Oh, we got Friends, my sister's favorite show. It's pretty awesome. Yep, they sell some Ellen products as well. I haven't watched Ellen for a while. Oh, are those animation cells? It's gonna be worth a fortune. Yeah, it's worth a fortune for these animation cells. It's insane. I'll pull one of those clipboard things. I have one for Universal. Maybe I should get one. Should I? I don't even know how much is it. Maybe some other time. I'll be ready to have my tour in a little bit. Got a Starbucks here. I can relax here for a while until the tour starts. This is very exciting. I am excited for this. Oh, this is so exciting. Hi there.
Just make sure you have your tickets with you. Yeah, perfect. So at the very front, they'll scan you in, they'll get you on a tour. All right. Take a look around. It's one of our new exhibits.
All right, thanks a million, man. All right, Warner Brothers. So you got the Warner family, huh? You got Jack Warner, Harry Warner, and Sam Warner. Sam Warner is the one who actually founded the studio. Resulted in the Jazz Singer from 1928. Ooh, the animation section. A lot of innovations Warner Brothers has done since the 1920s. As I mentioned about the Jazz Singer. We got Blade Runner, Clockwork Orange. Clockwork Orange is considered to be one of the most controversial movies ever. It's currently production right now. Currently Ellen is filming. The Rookie, Young Sheldon. Yeah, I think they're not too bad shows over there, except for Ellen. All right, let's check out their movie section. That's what we're here for the movies. Well, it's part of Luminite Cinema, but hey, you got the Return of the King. You got Elf, which is one of my favorites. You also got Argo, which is the Best Picture winner. $1 Million Baby, also a Best Picture winner. The Departed, also a Best Picture winner. Garden is Daisy, that's also a Best Picture winner. Unforgiven, that's the Best Picture winner. Chariots of Fire, Best Picture winner. Yeah, most of these films are considered to be landmarks, nominated for Best Picture, and rep a lot of cause. Yeah, it's just different genres they've done. And you got Casablanca. You also got Little Caesar. That's Warner Bros. For you. And I forgot to mention that they did Looney Tunes, but I think it's already mentioned before. It's the same films, but with different languages.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Hey, how are you? It's just me.
So it's just you?
Yeah, it's just me.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just make sure. I'm gonna put you in line number 2. You're gonna go to line number 2, okay? All the way down there.
Thank you. Oh, it's the theme to the Departed. I'll just stand over here. Not get too close. A little shaky today. I just want to be the last person. I know Kung Fu. Oh, it's a mini theater. So this is Warner Brothers, huh?
This is. Welcome to Warner.
Thank you.
You having fun?
Yeah, it's my first time here.
Hey, well, welcome. Thank you for being here with us. Oh, if somebody else, no, can y'all keep sliding down? Yep. Excuse me, can you slide down more? Thank you so much.
Yeah. So what's your favorite Warner Brothers film?
There's so many of them,
It's
man.
hard to pick,
but
huh?
I would say right now, at the moment, I'm probably gonna go with Batman.
Batman?
Any of the Batmans.
Any incarnation of Batman?
Any Batman. I love Batman. So
Yeah.
Any of the Batman films.
Yeah. The Dark Knight's one of my favorite films as well.
That one or Garrett's.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you. There it is. I Warner Brothers. I keep saying I Warner Brothers. I remember that shirt. Yeah.
Excellent, great to hear. So we've been entertaining the world for over 100 years, and we're excited to share our story with you and take you closer to the busiest working studio here in Hollywood. In just a few minutes, I'm going to introduce you to your expert tour guide, but first, let's take a look at the rich history of our studio, and we'll get you closer to the entertainment that you love. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Warner Brothers Studio Tour Hollywood. My name is Andrew. For the front row for today, I'll be your tour guide. So you'll grab all your belongings. Let's head on out to the flight deck. Let's go take that tour, folks. Come on. Woo!
Enjoy, everybody.
You can't tell that coffee.
All right. Same thing as that first group. Everyone in the second group. I'll be your tour guide and just press it. Oh, this way. Is that your name? Yes, I love it. Great name.
Very exciting.
How's everybody doing today?
Fantastic.
Good.
First time in this tour.
Oh, nice. Congratulations. First time for everything.
Yep. Sure is.
All right, everyone. We are going to be this second tour cart right up here.
Love how small they are.
They are pretty small. Fits a lot. We can fit pretty much everyone here. I'm going to ask you to do 3 per row, everyone. 3 per row.
Okay. They have cup holders. It's pretty cool. I think I could sit here.
Can't sit 4. How many fit? Three?
I think it's
Three?
three.
I can also fit two up here as well. Crazy. Pretty rare name, right? What was it? We're taking just for the fun.
Hey kid, how are you doing?
Good.
It's good to hear. First time here?
Yeah.
Same here. It's all our first time here.
This is so cool.
You want to say hi in my vlog?
Hey.
All right then.
Me too.
Do you guys want to switch seats?
Oh, sure.
There we go. Very
Alright.
kind. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I want families to stick together in this place.
Exactly.
Oh, do you need a seat?
Yeah, well, we can fit two up here. You can scoop on me.
All right, where's the seatbelts?
There are seatbelts. There are suggestions. So if anyone's struggling with any of those, whatever parents' rules are, right?
Oh, at least I got the front row.
Yeah, there you go. Best seat in the house, in my opinion.
Alright.
All right, everyone. Can everybody hear me back there?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. How's everybody doing today?
Great.
Great.
Awesome.
All doing great
Good
today.
to have everybody here. Let's get this show on the road.
Oh, these cars are electric?
They are electric.
That's awesome.
Got some kick to it, this one.
You have space?
See what this thing can do. All right, everyone. Now, before we get started, I want to know a bit about all of you. First things first, where's everybody from? Feel free to shout out a city, state, country. If you're lying, I won't be able to tell. New York.
I am from Brooklyn.
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 Welcome from Brooklyn, Preston. Very nice. We got two of the same names. Again, my name is Preston. If you have any questions, just let me know. Where is everyone else from? Arizona? And what? where are you?
Southern California?
Southern California, nice. So you're somewhat local?
Yes.
And you said this is your first time?
Yes.
Nice. Well, there's a first time for everything. I will go over some of those guidelines and expectations as we get started. Just in case you haven't done this tour before, or if you're returning, it's changed just a little bit. This is a 60-minute guided tour. Once again, I am that guide, if you haven't been able to tell. And then I will drop you off at stage 48, script to screen, where it is self-guided. So after that, you will pop out of the gift shop there, and another tour card like myself will take you to the final stop, which is Action and Magic made here. First stop, self-guided. For any fans of Friends, Big Bang Theory, original sets, costumes. That second stop, Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and the DC heroes as well. So lots to see, lots to do. Now, as we get this tour started, I'll remind everyone to leave all arms, legs, everything inside the cart at all times. This is a working lot. As you'll see, plenty of different cars, forklifts, trucks driving around us today. Although we'll see some fake buildings out here, some facades we call them. I'll let everyone know the streets are very real, so I'll do my best to be conscientious, and anytime we disembark, I ask that we do that together. Now, as we get started, I want to know a bit about everyone here. What are you all excited for today here at Warner Brothers? Anything specific, or just in general as well?
To either see Porky Pig do his voice.
Yeah.
And to see the Big Bang Theory.
Okay, awesome. I love it. You know what you came here for. Respect. Anything
and
else?
I know how to do the Porky Pig.
Oh, amazing. At the end of the tour, I gotta hear that. What about you? Harry Potter, absolutely. Well, you're all on the right tour. And for everyone else, we'll see a bit of how films get made.
Wow, it's very busy right now.
It is pretty busy right now.
Yeah, I guess Friends would be more excited to see.
Absolutely. Always some
But to
Friends
me,
fans
it's
on
gotta be the
side.
water tower.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly,
I
right?
love Friends.
Oh, great.
There it is.
There is the Warner Brothers water tower off in the distance as we loop around Lot H. Now, you'll see a lot of things you don't normally see every day, of course, unless you live here on the lot. On our right, you will see some star wagons. That is there for our actors, our talent, if you will. One-stop shop for all of their needs, including shade, most importantly. Get out of the heat here in Southern California and have some nice AC. But more than that, also costume, wardrobe, and shelter. Now, I do want to touch on some history as we get started. Does anyone know when I say Warner Brothers, am I referring to real people or is that just a title?
Yes, they're real people.
They were real people? Do we know how many brothers there were?
I believe there were 4.
4 is absolutely correct. Looks like you all did your homework. Let me know if anyone else wants to drive. I'm happy to sit back there, get some shade. Yes, there were 4. Their names were Harry, Albert, Sam, and Jack. When I talk about the Warner Brothers, most people tend to remember Jack Warner, that youngest Warner brother, as he did oversee day-to-day operations here on the studio. So a lot of stories with Jack Warner. Now, the brothers became incorporated in 1923. That's a long time ago, almost 100 years. Sort of their trade was exhibiting films in what was called the Nickelodeon. Now, there were 4 Jewish Polish immigrants that came from the East Coast. During those early days, you'd pay a nickel, you'd watch a film. That's where the term comes from. They loved it so much, and the 4 brothers worked very well together. They decided to get into the business themselves, eventually coming out here to the West Coast. If anyone knows where KTLA radio station is, right off of Sunset near Hollywood Boulevard, that's where they started. 4 years later, with the invention of something called the Vitaphone, Vita meaning live, phone meaning sound, they truly did bring sound to life. With the first talkie, the jazz singer, in 1927, the rest of the industry didn't know if talkies were gonna stay. They thought it might be a fad, something that only lasts about a year or so. And my God, did they prove them wrong? They earned this lot that we're on today here in Burbank. It was so successful. If you look to the left, you might recognize this logo here, New Line Cinema, known as the house that Freddie built after 1984's Nightmare on Elm Street, of course. And they've continued making horror genre films ever since, like the Conjuring universe and the It movies. These are their production offices, their headquarters, if you will. If you look to the right, you will see some small doors. Do we have any guesses as to what this is over here?
Are these dressing rooms?
What was it?
Dressing rooms?
Dressing rooms is a great guess. Anyone else? Dressing rooms. A lot of the time, people guess prison. You'd be surprised how many times someone is guessing jail. Now, we're not locking people up here at Warner Brothers, at least unless I miss an email or something. However, it does look quite a bit like a prison or jail cell. In fact, that youngest Warner brother, Jack Warner, was known for saying anything for the picture, which means they will shoot things that aren't necessarily designated to be sets, including off to the right, these are film vaults. Back in the day, they shot on nitrate film, which, if you know about nitrate, is quite flammable and combustible. Very dangerous to use, ironically. So they built this off to the side to keep it safe from the rest of production. Some context clues. Look at the top there. There are sprinklers, and there are vents down to the bottom to help with the filtration. Just in case there was any sort of issue, it would blow out the top, only affecting one vault at a time. Now, a lot of storage over here in this lot. Also a lot of history. You can see some of the storage here. You might also notice some Paramount trucks as we make our way through the tour today. This is an open lot, meaning all of those other studios like Paramount, Fox, Universal, Disney can utilize our resources here at Warner Brothers. Just varies production to production. Also, looks like just half of a pirate ship is here for storage. Likely one of our shows that's shooting here. Probably a show called Our Flag Means Death, set to premiere on HBO Max sometime in the future. Now, I said there's a lot of history here. Most recently, for Space Jam: A New Legacy, on this very lot, we had built a practice court for LeBron James. He was contractually obligated to continue practicing. Obviously, stay in shape. He is one of the top ball players of our generation. And so we did build him his basketball court here. He had other NBA players come do some highly competitive pickup basketball games right here. They did something similar for Michael Jordan in The Last Dance. If you see that on Netflix, it was a great job of illustrating that. Similar thing for LeBron James. Now, if you look to the right, this beige building, Building 5, a lot of history over there. That bottom floor used to be a pharmacy. And that top floor, you see a little balcony there. The name James Dean rings any bells? Yes. Very classic actor. He was staying over there. He was known to be a rebel both on and off screen. Jack Warner's office was right across. James Dean actually had a motorcycle. He would rev that motorcycle engine right outside some of those big elephant doors on our front lot, thus ruining a take. Why? He thought it was hilarious. Jack Warner did not, so he put him right across from his offices, keep a very tight eye on him, making sure he's continuing along here, staying out of trouble. Building 95 and these buildings over here belong to Frank Sinatra. He had production offices here back in the day. Himself and the Rat Pack made the original Ocean's 11, Robin and the Seven Hoods. And this small door off to our right belonged to an actress named Marion Davies. That is the last remaining part of her bungalow. Sort of the way we sold films was having a big lead actor, actress to sell the title of the film. Still a bit how it works, but of course we had a lot of hospitality for those folks that made a lot of films with us. To the right, one more sign there says Screening Room 12. That is where the rough cut of any film gets premiered before the rest of the world gets to see it in its final form. So Warner Brothers insiders, industry executives, check out that rough cut, making sure everything is proper before we see it in theaters. They do say a film gets made 3 times, once when it's written, once when it's shot, and of course when it's edited. So a lot of these buildings here are for post-production or editing, including films that didn't shoot here on the lot. A lot of people come here, oh, this is where they shoot the films. Absolutely correct. That's also where they edit them, have those meetings for the scripts as well. One example of some films that they edited here that were not shot here, but over in Leavesden and Warner Brothers, were the Harry Potter films. They did a lot of that post-production work just over here as well. That famous Warner Brothers water tower stands at 133 feet tall, can hold over 100,000 gallons of water in there. Although they moved it because it used to be above our fire department here on the lot. We are a fully integrated studio, sort of a city within a city. In 1933, the earthquake in Long Beach affected us out here all the way in Burbank. And the water tower wobbled a little bit over that fire department. And so Jack Warner didn't love the idea that it was right above our first responders had there been an emergency, so he moved it out. If you look to the left, you'll see a map facing us. It says the L system map right underneath this structure. That's right. To our left, we have the L train from Southside Chicago, everybody. Now, the only thing that this structure is missing is, of course, the train itself. That would likely be added in post-production, as it cannot sustain the weight of an actual train. It was first put here for a show called ER. That's right, the one starring George Clooney, stuck around Southside Chicago shows like Shameless and everything thereafter. I'll pull up just a little bit more. You can see those ambulance doors. That is the ambulance bay where they would park all of those ambulances in the show. Now they split up this location pretty much all around the lot to make it look like the main hospital, but we also shot inside stage 11 for the interior of the show as well. And if you see this blue-gray building just behind it, it kind of has a Gothic aesthetic. So Gothic, in fact, it was used as Gotham for Batman Returns with Tim Burton.
No way.
Yes. That is where the Penguin goes to learn his real name, Oswald Cobblepot. He walks up those steps, and he's pretty upset. But hey, I'd be upset too if my name was Oswald Cobblepot. That's a pretty rough name, if I do say so myself. Right, Preston? Yeah, we like our names. I'll have us reverse here and check out this nice view, these wide streets. To our right, this is what we have nicknamed as New York Street. Now the streets are very wide. Much easier to have a wide street and make it smaller than have a small street and try and make it much wider. Also, having these back lots allows us to control pretty much everything, right? The time of day, the seasons, the weather, and the era that we're shooting. A lot of these buildings are missing key components, details like doorknobs and lights. Some wires sticking out of these buildings here looks pretty dilapidated. That is because the production designers add that all in themselves in order to control all the details of the visual storytelling. Now, a few key titles here. Think future. We can make this a futuristic Los Angeles. In Blade Runner with Harrison Ford, there was a chase sequence down this street. We can put walls in the middle of the street to make it much more claustrophobic, having alleyways go back and forth. Again, we can add extras and different cars depending on the day as well. We can either shoot just outside one of these facades, or instead we can utilize the entire street, just like in Blade Runner or Think Back to the Past. In mid-century Japan, for The Last Samurai starring Tom Cruise as well, we utilize New York Street. And we do have it nicknamed New York Street, as we can and will make it look like New York, obviously. Some other titles that I've shot here. If you look down this way, you will see 2 marquees. One facing us says Jesus Saves. Now, most of the time, all of the production designers, anything they do to these buildings, they have to do right back. Whether they're painting it, if they have to break through the glass for a stunt, they'll build it back to the way that it was before, with a few exceptions of some signs, some letters. They'll be left there for productions in case they pick up more episodes, sequels. Very easy for the next production designer to take it down if that's the case. Now that first marquee in an episode of Big Bang Theory, Sheldon steals a copy of Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Indiana Jones film. With 21 additional seconds, he runs down New York Street. All the Indiana Jones fans chase after him. That second marquee, slightly larger, episode of Friends. Joey's big premiere as an actor invites his buddy Chandler to watch his debut film, and unfortunately, Chandler falls asleep in that theater. That's right. So 2 marquees here on New York Street. Now, we will continue down Southside Chicago over here. Oh, again, I want to point out things that we're not used to seeing. So if you see this small red light off to our right, that is what we call a wigwag. It's right outside this practical set in Patsy's Pies, meaning you can shoot inside Patsy's Pies as opposed to a flat facade. You can't fit people in there, only exteriors. Versus practical, you can shoot inside. That light, when it's flashing, it means they're going for a take. Now, no one in that practical now, but you will also see those lights right outside some of our sound stages as well.
So some of the things on New York Street is just for outside?
Yes.
And these are actual ones you can shoot?
Exactly. Yeah, about a handful of them you can go into and shoot inside. Most of them flat facades for those exteriors. Sometimes you'll see a character grab a doorknob, start to open one of those facades, and then we cut inside into one of our sound stages here in the studio. Yes, a big part of my job is trying to distinguish, was this shot on location, in a soundstage, or on one of our backlots? And the answer is always all of the above. It's usually a hybrid of that, and the seamlessness of editing. When it's very well done, it's hard to tell. Now, if you look to the right, you'll see these big iron black gates used in many different TV shows and films. TV shows like Chuck, starring Zachary Levi, who would later star as Shazam. Also, Argo with Ben Affleck, shot all around this lot. This is no exception, as well as in that film. If you see the top of these gates was used as Chilton High School and Gilmore Girls, which basically shot all around Warner Brothers as well. In one more show called Pushing Daisies, this was actually all a morgue. Very stylized, however. Now, you'd expect a morgue to be very dark and depressing. In the show, not the case. It looked like cotton candy out here. They painted it pink and blue. Looked very bright, very stylized show indeed.
Yeah, it's such an underrated show.
It is a very underrated show, we'll say. Now, I'm going to reverse this one time just so that get us a bit closer to the curb. Never want to cover too much of the street. Question?
You know those scenes where someone like breaks a door, a glass window? You guys rebuild it. It's not glass, it's rubber. But how do you rebuild it if it's like rubber? Because you can like break a piece and it will won't hurt.
Absolutely great question. In fact, I will have the answer in just a moment. I'll show you some examples, okay? All right, everyone, now that we're parked, we're a little bit more in the shade.
This is so awesome, you guys. Look, this is where they shot the opening for Friends. You know what? I should take my sister here someday.
What's not the same color? Which one? The background or the couch?
The couch.
So this is not the real couch. This one actually, thank you for bringing it up. This is a fiberglass couch. So be careful sitting on it. The real one is going to be in the final exhibit. We all take pictures right at the end of the tour where it's leather. So when you're all ready, I'm happy to grab your picture. Anyone wants a group shot?
This is so great. Finally seeing the actual fountain.
One of those is going to be. Y'all ready?
This is so great so far. They filmed Big Bang Theory here. The opening of Friends. 2 episodes of Friends here. Let's get a lot of sitcoms.
Alright everyone, wait 1 second for the truck to pass.
Really is that busy every day, huh?
It is pretty busy. For my restroom crowd, this is your escort right here. And sir, that mask, both masks back on after the photos? Yeah, no worries. All right, everyone in my group, we will head out to the cart. And Scott.
I'll just get back to my seat originally.
West for short, folks. If you look to the left, we do have Luke's Diner from Gilmore Girls. That's right. And to our right, we have a fire department. Yeah, pretty dilapidated there. A lot of these buildings, as before, it was the fire department. Now is Rosewood City Hall. The top window, landing outside here in the snow. Pretty brutal. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Wow.
If anyone wants to get any photos of that famous star, remember? He does pose just like the statue does. So this is completely detachable. They can change this out intermittently. For example, they could put it
Slide, go through the exit doors, and another cart will pick you up and take you to the next section.
So let's see the rest of the tour over here. You got Central Park, and you get some coffee. A lot of Friends merchandise. It's pretty cool. This is a legitimate coffee shop from the show? Yeah. It's real, huh? So cool. Central Park. Nice. This Tim Burton, Christopher Nolan. Oh my God, that's Mel Blanc. That man's a legend. You got De Niro, Radiola, Joe Pepsi. Remember Joe Pepsi? Oh, they got the recent films like Shazam. 300, Zack Snyder. Dark Knight. James Dean, may he rest in peace. Look at all the scripts. Argo's on there. So over here, this is an exhibit of screen. So over here is an exhibit of screenwriters. What they usually do, what they usually write, what they usually eat, what they drink. Look at all the scripts they didn't use or used. I think they did use them. I see Argo on top.
But I've been an executive producer, writer, and director on a number of shows.
Overall, this is pretty exciting. I guess this is where they find some cast members.
All of the other things I do, I greatly enjoy.
Ooh, animation cells. You got the Animaniacs, Pinky the Brain. The Iron Giant. Yes. Happy Feet. Got the Batman mask right there. From the 1992 film Batman Returns. Once again, my sister's favorite show. There for you.
Yeah.
They're gonna show us how they're gonna do sound effects, which is pretty cool. guess this is one of the last stops I'll be here. Post-production era. So we're going to do a little voice recordings for animated films, ADR. Robin Williams. Sorry, he does a little. Alright, see you later. Oh my god, it smelled blank. So I guess that's the rest of the tour. So a lot of merchandise for friends, which is nice. Man, it's so obsessed with friends here.
Go outside and get a ride. If you have any questions about anything you saw on tour, anything back at stage 48 where we just came from, or anything here at Action and Magic, let me know. If you think of it after our time together, just look for somebody dressed like me. They'll be able to help you out as well. Make sure you check your surroundings. You have everything you came with: keys, cell phones, bags, drinks. You'll enter the building on our left-hand side between the blue velvet rope towards those double doors. Once again, thanks so much for coming to Warner Brothers Studio Tour Hollywood.
Pretty cool, huh? Sure is. Yep, that's my girl, Gal Gadot. All the costumes from Wonder Woman 84. Ooh, the Dark Knight Batmobile. I think the best Batmobile in Batman history. And the costumes for the Justice League. Oh, so many Wonder Woman ones. Fortress of Solitude. Ooh, there's a Saint Shazam costume. Robin's costume. The Christian Bale Batman. Oh, cool dinosaur. Oh my god, is that the Tim Burton Batman? The Tim Burton Batmobile?
Yes. These are the actual prototypes from the Batman movies.
That's so cool. It is.
Obviously, with the help of a little CGI, everything's
Yeah.
these are like.
At least they're still there. Yeah. That's what matters. Thanks. Tim Burton Batmobile. It's so cool. Yes, they got the classic costumes. They got the Wonder Woman from the 70s, Christopher Lee's Superman, and Michael Keaton's Batman. That is awesome. Oh, finally, the Oscars for Warner Brothers. Let's see which one this one. Academy Award for My Fair Lady for Best Picture. It's hard to tell which the other one is. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Maybe I'll look it up afterwards. Emmys for Outstanding Animated Series for Batman. Bobby. Real Oscar, 8.5 pounds. Well, gang, I guess that's it for now. I just want to say thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.